Jason Rasidlo reporting for AmericaJR.com, being joined by Kathy Granis, spokesperson at the National Retail Federation. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Very good. So first, what are some of the products that will be this year's best deals on Black Friday?
We're hearing a lot of talk about electronics being very big again this year. They're usually one of the biggest items, especially on Black Friday, and we're hearing the same thing this year. Of course, apparel is always big during the holiday season. In recent years, luxury apparel and even designer apparel has really been a focus for retailers when it comes to hot items and bargains. So we're certainly expecting to see that again. There's also a lot of talk about small appliances making the rounds on Black Friday. Discounted toasters, coffee makers, crock pots, items that may not make the best gift, but for the right price may make a great gift for oneself.
Okay. Now, how much do you think the average consumer will spend over that weekend?
Typically, when it comes to Black Friday weekend, the average shopper spends about $300 or $350. That makes sense given that we're expecting consumers to spend about $680 over the course of the entire holiday season.
Okay. Now, I've been seeing a lot of those early Black Friday sales. Do you think that's going to affect the sales on Black Friday itself?
The sales that we're seeing now are more of a precursor, a tease for what is yet to come. And actually, when it comes to Black Friday, consumers know there is only one Black Friday. And retailers still have a few tricks up their sleeves, believe it or not, when it comes to getting customers into their stores on Black Friday. So what we're seeing, are great prices and bargains leading up to the holiday weekend or Black Friday weekend. But certainly when it comes to the actual day itself, we're certain that consumers are going to be just as excited as ever before.
Okay. Now, I've noticed that a lot of stores are opening earlier this year than before, such as 3 or 4 a.m., where they used to be at 5 or 6 a.m.
We are. This is actually a trend that we've noticed the last few years. Some stores don't close after Thanksgiving. They'll open at late in the evening on Thanksgiving night, and they'll just stay open through the rest of the morning. A lot of the stores that do that are your bigger stores that actually have Black Friday type promotions or early bird specials. We are also hearing about retailers opening for a few hours on Thanksgiving for those who may want to get out of the house and browse the stores with their family and friends. This is a great way to start your holiday shopping and beat the crowds. The majority of consumers do hit the stores around 9 or 10 a.m. on Black Friday, but there are certainly a select few who love getting up early and sticking out the line and getting their hands on the hot prices and the hot items before anybody else.
Okay. I also wanted to discuss the outlet malls because I understand some of them are opening at 10 or 11 or even midnight.
Outlet malls are a great place to head on Black Friday. They typically don't have the same crowds that a mall or a large store would have, but you can certainly get a lot of great prices. And, if you're willing to travel or if you're not far from one, outlets, are a great idea to find holiday gifts. And outlets, in the last few years wanted to make sure that they got their own piece of the pie when it comes to Black Friday shoppers. So we're certainly expecting to see more outlets get in on that deal this year as well.
Okay. Now, I saw on the news that we're officially out of this recession. So what effect is that going to have on the shoppers?
Well, believe it or not, many Americans are not quite ready to believe that the recession is over. There's still millions of Americans who are without a job and at the same time having trouble finding a job, even though they've been unemployed for quite some time now. So with the recession always in the back of their mind and the economy always in the back of their mind, consumers will reach out and spend a little bit more this year, but they're certainly going to remember that they need to watch their finances and stay within budget. We're far from seeing the type of splurging that we did years ago before the recession even started, but we are encouraged that consumers consumers are getting out of their shell a little bit more and focusing and ready to purchase more discretionary type items this holiday season, such as jewelry and other higher price ticket items such as electronics and designer apparel.
Okay. Now, I noticed that Kmart is really pushing its layaway program. Do you think that service is sort of having a revival?
Layaway actually, it's always existed with certain retailers. In recent years, the retailers who did not get rid of it over the last 10 or 15 years basically looked at layaway as a way to attract their shoppers who may want to spread out their shopping over the entire holiday season, or who really were spending on a dime, who were very focused on their budget. We're not expecting this holiday season, at least any other retailers, to announce layaway, mainly because it's too late to bring on a layaway program for the current holiday season. But it has grown slightly in the last 2 years, with a few retailers coming on board that did not have the program before the recession hit.
Copyright 2010, AmericaJR.com, Detroit, Michigan, USA.